Hello, I'm Steve Weber, the host of Book Cheapskate. We're running down the top 10 free Kindle books featured today on bookcheapskate.com. Happy Thursday, everyone. It's October 9, 2025. As always, I'm joined by my co-host and bookworm sidekick, Cassandra. Good morning, Cass.
Good morning, Steve. Great to be here.
All right, let's dive right in. We're looking at the freebies, the discounts, and the brand new releases available today over at bookcheapskate.com. Ready to check out book number 1.
Let's do it.
Okay, first up we have Murder by the Letter. It's a cozy culinary mystery, and it's FR free today. The premise sounds really unique.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get this. A calligraphy artist runs the world's only mobile stationery shop on a houseboat in the Louisiana Bayou.
You know it. That's specific. Mobile stationery shop on a houseboat. Love it already, but I sense a butt coming.
You know it. The snag in her grand opening plans. A pile of human bones turns up right there.
Ah, classic cozy setup. Beautiful, charming scene. Then, bam, murder. Or bones, in this case. It really hooks you. Does she have help? Cruisies always need good sidekicks.
They do. This one mentions a delightful, maybe slightly quirky found family. There's her outdoorsy best friend who might talk to animals.
Ah, love that. Adds to the Bayou flavor here.
Totally. And there's an Auntie Roma plus a sassy rescue cat. You know, the essentials.
Absolutely essential. Sounds a bit like Jana DeLeon's Misfortune series, maybe?
No.
That mix of Southern charm, weirdness, and, well, crime.
Good comparison.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to book 2. This one's also free. The Fae Wars. Onslaught. Alien invasion science fiction.
Ooh, quite a shift. What's the angle here?
It's military sci-fi meets urban fantasy. In an alternate 2015, apparently. Think Delta Force operators fighting Fae and dragons.
Whoa. Okay, so not aliens in the traditional sense. More like legendary creatures coming through portals.
Exactly. Portals opening in Central Park, New York City. And you've got these, well, Fae and dragons using spells and swords against modern military hardware.
Right, that's a cool clash of technologies and realities, I guess. So who's this for?
The description kind of pitches it as, if you like Tom Clancy's detailed military action, but you also thought, needs more dragons. Yeah. This is your book.
Fair enough. Tom Clancy with dragons. Got it. Free, you said.
Yep, free. Okay, number 3, also free, The Token One Provocation. This is a dark billionaire romance.
Okay, dark romance. Usually comes with some warnings, yeah.
Definitely. This one's a #1 Amazon bestseller in its category, so it clearly hits the mark for fans. It emphasizes a, quote, seductive billionaire and owner of an exclusive flesh club.
Right. So very high stakes, probably morally gray characters. What about the heroine?
She's got a haunting past, apparently, and a big health secret she's hiding. Adds to the vulnerability and the danger, I suppose.
Makes sense for the genre. Now, anything specific readers should know going in? You mentioned warnings.
Yes, the crucial thing here explicitly mentioned, brutal. Cliffhanger.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. So it pulls you into the next book hard. How intense are we talking?
Think 50 Shades, but as the description puts it, make it actually dangerous. So yeah, aim squarely at readers who like dark, intense romance. Think Anna Zayre's, authors like that.
Gotcha. Solid heads up for potential readers. Okay, what's book 4?
Book 4 is Affogato. Contemporary mem romance, also free. It's the starter for a series called Brewbiz.
Brewbiz, okay. Cafe setting.
Looks like it. This one plays on the grumpy sunshine trope. We have Caleb, who is a deaf cafe owner. He's grumpy because he was just humiliated by a viral cheating video. Ouch.
Oh, wow. Yeah, ouch. Public humiliation like that is rough. Makes the grumpiness understandable. Who's the sunshine?
That would be Bodhi, the anxious new hire at the cafe. So you've got that dynamic.
And the deaf representation is central.
Seems like it. The notes highlight authentic deaf representation, the specific setting of the cafe, and really digging into the emotional depth. Caleb's got his walls up, understandably, and Bodhi, despite being anxious, apparently has hidden strength.
That sounds really good. Handling representation well and giving emotional depth. Plus the cafe setting, nice combo. Free, too.
Yep, still on the free list. Number 5, The Problem with Pixies. Cozy romantic fantasy. Free.
The Problem with Pixies. Okay, the title alone is charming. What's the voice like?
Very charming, kind of self-deprecating. Starts with something like, 10 out of 10 do not recommend getting hit with a demonic curse.
Huh. Okay, sets the tone. What are the problems besides the curse? Pixies, obviously, but...
Right. A pixie-infested farmhouse is one problem. And she's also got a pain-in-the-butt familiar. So, magical problems piling up.
Sounds fun. Where is it set? Cozy usually means a nice setting.
Small-town Indiana, farmhouse vibes. But the stakes get higher. Hellhounds, rival covens, oh, and a hunky lumberjack shifter.
Of course there's a hunky lumberjack shifter. It's practically required. So cozy setting, magical chaos, romance brewing. Got it. Free.
Free indeed. Number 6 is a pack of cozy, Omegaverse small town romance. Also free.
Omegaverse and cozy. Interesting blend. What's the setup?
Our heroine is Callie. She's the new librarian, seeking a fresh, quiet start in a place called Lakeside Point. Classic cozy beginning.
But things don't stay quiet, I'm guessing?
Not for long. A massive snowstorm hits.
Yeah.
And boom, forced proximity. Not just with one guy, but with her 3 fated mates.
3. Okay. Omegaverse often involves packs or multiple mates, so that fits. Are they all distinct characters?
It seems so. The notes mention a cinnamon roll bookworm type, a golden retriever softie, and a thoughtful chef. So, different flavors of swoon, I guess?
A well-rounded pack. Is it part of a series or standalone?
Standalone, thankfully. So you get the whole story, lots of swoony tension, apparently all in one go, and still free.
Nice. Okay, what's next? Number 7.
Number 7, bit of a change of pace. Charles Darwin's On the Origin of Species, the classic, free.
Wow, okay. From Omegaverse to the bedrock of modern biology, that's quite the jump.
Right. But, hey, it's a foundational text, published 1859. Can't really overstate its importance, even if we keep the tone light here.
Absolutely. And why is it still important for, the average reader today, besides intellectual curiosity?
Well, you hit it. It is the foundation of modern biology.
Yeah.
But the way Darwin presented it, it was so methodical, so packed with evidence from his travels. It actually makes it quite readable, even if you're not a scientist. He built his case brick by brick.
True. It's more than just survival of the fittest. It's about observation, adaptation, deep time. It really changed how we see everything. A definite must-read if you haven't tackled it. And free.
Exactly. Okay, book 8. Back to thrillers.
Yeah.
The Eye Thief. Traditional detective mystery, free.
The Eye Thief. That sounds ominous. What's the premise?
It's pretty chilling. D.I. Erica Swift is hunting a psychopath in London. This killer blinds his victims and then releases them onto the street.
Oh, wow. That's genuinely terrifying. Psychological horror territory right there.
For sure. And it gets more intense. The killer isn't random. He's seeking revenge. And D.I. Swift discovers her own past, somehow connects her directly to this case.
Ah, the personal connection. So the hunter becomes the hunted.
Looks like it. She's a mother with young kids, and she finds herself on the killer's list. Very high stakes, very personal.
Sounds intense. Reminds me of some of the grittier British crime writers, maybe like Val McDermid, where the danger feels very real and close to home for the protagonist.
Good call. That seems like the vibe. Still free. Number 9, The Inn at Holiday Bay. Boxes in the Basement. Small town cozy mystery, free.
Another cozy holiday base sounds nice. What's the setup here?
Abby Sullivan leaves San Francisco after a loss. She buys a mansion, sight unseen, in Holiday Bay, Maine, looking to heal and start over.
Okay, classic fresh start trope. Main setting, mansion. Sounds promisingly cozy. Found family incoming.
You betcha. Rufus the Maine Coon cat, a drifter named Georgia, and an insecure dog named Ramos. So, the quirky support network is assembling.
Excellent. And the mystery, the boxes in the basement part.
Right. Abby herself is a mystery author, and she was married to a cop, so she has the instincts. Down in the basement, she finds these old boxes containing clues that seem related to an unsolved local murder.
Ooh, okay. So her new home holds secrets. Love that.
Ooh.
Cozy, but with a nice hook. And free.
Still free. All right, number 10. Cruel Magic. Dark Academy Romantic Fantasy. Free.
Dark Academy. Like Villain Academy.
Pretty much exactly that. The heroine witnesses her parents' murder, gets dragged into this secret society where power is literally created by fear, and then learns she's basically dark magic royalty.
Whoa, okay, heavy start. Does she embrace this dark power?
Not exactly. She doesn't want the power, and she definitely doesn't want the 4 scorching hot, arrogant men who seem to come with the territory.
Ah, the reverse harem element, common in academy settings. So what's her goal, if not power?
Revenge. She plans to master the dark magic, yes, but only so she can figure out who killed her parents and, quote, burn this place to the ground.
Okay, so reluctant dark queen meets revenge plot. Sounds like a compelling conflict. Free.
Yep. Book 11, love you, always. Women's fiction, second chance romance. Also free.
Women's fiction. What's the emotional core here?
It centers on Anna. She's a single mom of 3, still grieving the loss of her husband, who was her high school sweetheart. She's trying to rebuild her life, even attempting to go back to college.
That's a lot to handle. Grief, single parenting, studying. Sounds like a journey of healing.
Definitely. And the romance comes in. Maybe unexpectedly. There's a sexy younger man who tutors her in math.
Ah, the tutor. Classic trope. Does he help her heal, find joy again?
That seems to be the idea. He
Uh,
teaches her how to have fun again. There might also be a bit of a potential love triangle dynamic hinted at, adding some complexity.
uh.
It sounds more focused on the emotional journey than just standard romance beats.
Sounds like it has some real depth. And still free. Okay, number 12. Cage of Deceit. Reign of Secrets, Book 1. YA, historical fantasy, free.
Right, this one's about Princess Alyssa. By day, she's a princess, but by night, she has a secret vigilante persona trying to help her people, kind of like a medieval superhero.
Ooh, I like that. A princess kicking butt in secret. What's the main conflict?
Double trouble. There's a plot against the kingdom she needs to uncover as her vigilante self. But as the princess, she's being forced into a marriage alliance she doesn't want.
Talk about pressure. Does she have any allies?
Just one,
Yeah.
apparently. And it's the squire assigned to basically spy on her Jarvik, described as infuriating and bossy.
Perfect. Enemies to lovers chemistry waiting to happen while they try to save the kingdom. Classic YA fantasy setup. Sounds fun. Free.
Still free. Okay, we're finally moving into the discounted books now. Book 13, The Way to His Lonely Heart, historical Western romance. This one is $1.99.
Okay, $1.99 Western romance. What's the story?
It centers on Lauren. Her cooking is apparently so amazing it can heal souls. Specifically, the soul of a lonely rancher named Hank, whose family legacy is in trouble.
Food as medicine for the heart. I like that. How does it play out?
It sounds like a clean romance. Hank's ranch is in financial distress. Lauren's cooking helps bring people back, maybe saves the business. It starts as maybe a business arrangement, but feelings develop.
Of course. And there's usually a complication in these.
Yep, the dreaded misunderstanding that threatens to tear them apart just when things are getting good. Standard trope, but sounds sweet.
Sounds like a comforting, clean read for $1.99. Okay, 14.
Book 14 is, it started at Pemberley, a Pride and Prejudice variation. And this one's actually free again. Is that or
Yeah,
what?
free. P&P variations are always popular. What's the what-if scenario here?
The question is, what if Elizabeth Bennet met Mr. Darcy first in Derbyshire, before Mr. Bingley ever rented Netherfield Park?
Ooh, interesting. That changes the whole timeline and their initial impressions. How does that ripple outwards?
Well, it apparently has significant consequences for other characters, too. Like Charlotte Lucas and even Mary Bennet get different paths because of this earlier meeting. So it's not just about Lizzie and Darcy, it affects the whole ensemble.
Sounds like a compelling twist for Austen fans. A fresh take on familiar ground. And free.
Free indeed. Okay, Book 15, A Family Surprise for the Village Nurse, contemporary women's fiction. This one is $1.99.
For $1.99. Village Nurse. Sounds cozy again, maybe. Where's it set?
The Lake District, Thimbleberry Village. Definitely cozy, charming vibes. Our nurse, Ottilie, is newly engaged. Everything seems perfect until a family secret explodes.
Ah, the surprise. What is it?
A half-sister she never knew existed, named Fionn, shows up right before the engagement party. Creates a lot of friction, naturally.
Ooh, that's dramatic. Does it threaten the engagement?
It seems like it. Fionn's arrival apparently unearths another shocking secret that puts Ottilie's whole future with her fiancé Heath in jeopardy. Lots of family drama in a picturesque setting.
Seems juicy. $1.99. Okay, 16.
Book 16, The Family Corleone, organized crime fiction. $1.99.
The Corleones. Like The Godfather.
Exactly. This is the authorized prequel novel, written by Ed Falco, based on an unproduced screenplay by Mario Puzo himself, set in 1933 New York, right at the end of Prohibition.
Wow. Okay, so what part of the story does it tell?
It focuses on Vito Corleone trying desperately to guide his oldest son, Sonny, who's 17 and very impatient, towards legitimacy. Vito wants a different path for him.
Oh, that's heavy. Because we, the audience, know how Sonny's story ends in the original Godfather. It adds this layer of tragedy, almost.
Exactly. Knowing Sonny's ultimate fate makes Vito's attempts here incredibly poignant. It's about that struggle, that hope against the inevitable pull of the life. A must for Puzo fans, definitely.
Yeah, sounds essential. $1.99. 17.
Book 17 is America's Women, Women's History. $2.99.
There's $2.99. History. Who's the author?
Gail Collins, former New York Times columnist, covers 400 years of American women's history, but told through individual stories, which makes it really compelling.
That's a great approach. History through biography. Is there an overarching theme or argument?
Yes. She identifies what she calls the boomerang pattern.
Yeah.
Basically, women make huge gains and are essential during crises, wars, economic downturns, whatever. But as soon as the crisis ends, cultural forces push them back towards the domestic sphere.
Wow, that's a really insightful framework. The boomerang. Needed, then sent back. You can see how that would resonate even today.
Absolutely. It helps explain so many ongoing debates about women's roles, work, and value in society. Essential reading for understanding that historical context.
Definitely sounds important. $2.99. Okay, 18.
18 is The Surgeon's Secret, Sapphic Medical Romance. 2.99.
Ooh, okay. Medical drama, sapphic romance. What are the key elements here? Sounds like it could be intense.
Very intense. The key words listed are forbidden love, secret sibling, coming out, medical drama. It kicks off with Dr. Lexi Bond arriving at Phoenix Ridge Hospital. She's the unrecognized daughter of a famous surgeon there.
Okay, secret family drama right off the bat. And the romance. Forbidden, you said.
Yes, she finds herself drawn to Dr. Catherine Spencer. But Catherine is trapped in a cold marriage and is also starting to question her own sexuality because of her feelings for Lexi. High stakes, lots of secrets.
Sounds like Grey's Anatomy meets the L Word, maybe.
Ooh.
Lots of potential for drama and angst.
That's exactly the comparison they make. High-stakes medical situations mixed with high-stakes personal lives and forbidden attraction. $2.99.
Got it. 19.
Group 19, The Enlightenment, The Pursuit of Happiness, Philosophy and History. $2.99.
The Enlightenment again, but a different take than just Darwin.
Right. This historian, Nicholas Robertson, challenges the common view of the Enlightenment as just being about cold, hard reason.
Okay. What's his argument then?
He argues the main driving force of the era wasn't just abstract logic, it was the pursuit of greater human happiness, tangible happiness, here on Earth.
That's a really interesting reframing. Happiness, not just reason. How did that play out?
Well, it meant the Enlightenment thinkers were actually social campaigners. Figures like Voltaire weren't just writing philosophy. They were actively mounting campaigns against things like judicial torture, capital punishment, serfdom. They were fighting for practical improvements to make people's lives better, happier.
So the social justice movements of the 18th century, basically,
Yeah.
driven by a desire for happiness, that makes the era feel much more human and relevant.
Exactly. A different lens on a pivotal period. $2.99. Okay, book 20.
20. Getting through the list?
The White Tiger.
Yeah.
Literary fiction. 1.99.
Oh, I know this one. Won the Booker Prize, right? And there's a big Netflix movie.
That's the one. It's narrated by Balram Halway. He's a driver, kind of an entrepreneur, in modern India, telling his story.
Mm-hmm.
His very darkly comic, morally ambiguous story.
Right. He's writing a letter to the premier of China explaining his rise from poverty. It's got such a unique voice.
Exactly. That voice is key. It's described as the authentic voice of the third world, sharp, cynical, amoral, calculating, but somehow you kind of root for him. He navigates this incredibly corrupt system.
Yeah, it's a searing look at class, ambition, and globalization from a really unique perspective. Definitely earns its accolades. Great price at $1.99.
Agreed. Okay, 21. His Toy. This is dark romance dystopian. $2.49.
Okay, another dark one. Need the warnings up front.
Absolutely. Big content warnings on this. It's set in a dystopian sci-fi future. Descendants of humans who left Earth come back for a visit and get captured on war-torn Earth by a really cruel warlord.
Yikes, that sounds bleak. What's the romance angle in that scenario?
It seems to focus on the narrator's fierce, desperate devotion to protecting this one woman, Bella. She's their light in the darkness. So the romance is framed by survival in a horrifying, high-pain, non-consensual situation.
Right, so definitely for readers who seek out extremely dark themes and are prepared for triggering content, the devotion aspect might be the emotional hook, but the setting sounds brutal.
Exactly. Reiterating the strong content warning, $2.49. Okay, 22. The Rules of Royalty. Royal Romance. $2.09.
Royal romance. Always fun. What's the twist here?
It's kind of like the Princess Diaries, but with two princes. One is Jamie, a secret American heir who didn't know he was royal.
Ah, the surprise heir. Love it. Who's the other prince?
That's Eric. He's the stoic, dutiful spare prince who gets assigned to basically tutor Jamie in how to be royal.
Tutor the American prince. Perfect setup for sparks to fly. Forced proximity, navigating palace rules.
Totally. They have to deal with all the intrigue and protocol while falling for each other. Sounds like it has definite red, white, and royal blue vibes. A fun whirlwind romance.
Sounds charming. $2.99. All right, almost there. 23.
Number 23 is a new release. How to Test Negative for Stupid. Political humor memoir.
Oh. Who's the author?
Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana. He's often called America's most quotable senator. This is pitched as a sort of tongue-in-cheek guidebook based on his distinctive style.
Ah, okay. He definitely has a way with words. Very folksy Southern wit. Can you give us a taste?
Sure, the description pulls out lines like, always be yourself unless you suck.
Huh. Okay, yeah, that's him.
Or another one about why diplomacy is hard. This is why the aliens won't talk to us.
Right. Love him or not, he's memorable. So it's a collection of that kind of irreverent humor and observation.
Seems like it. A humorous take on politics and life from his perspective. New release, so regular price.
Got it. Okay, 24.
Also new.
Yes, another new release.
Uh,
Chasing Stardust. Contemporary romance road trip.
Chasing Stardust. Sounds intriguing. What's the premise? This sounds really sweet and quirky. It's about Zoe. She's on a road trip, spreading her mother's ashes along the route of David Bowie's 1972 Ziggy Stardust tour.
Wow. Okay. That's specific and very evocative. Why Bowie?
She's guided by an old 8-track tape of her mom's, and there's this lingering family possibility. Maybe David Bowie is her grandfather.
Whoa. Okay, that adds a whole other layer. Is she alone on this trip?
Nope. She meets Dash, who's also kind of running away from family expectations. So they team up. It sounds like a journey of self-discovery, first love, music. Kind of Almost Famous meets Eleanor and Park vibes.
That sounds fantastic. A really unique setup for a contemporary romance. New release.
Yep. And finally, Book 25, also a new release. Sharp Force. Crime thriller.
Ooh, is this who I think it is?
It is the latest Kay Scarpetta novel from Patricia Cornwell.
Excellent. What's Scarpetta up against this time? Cornwell always comes up with something cutting edge or terrifying.
Definitely terrifying. The villain is called the Phantom Slasher, and this killer uses sophisticated hologram technology to appear like a ghost right before attacking.
Holograms. Wow. Okay, that's taking forensic tech thrillers to a new level. Where's the action set?
On Mercy Island, which longtime readers will know as a notorious former psychiatric hospital with a dark history. And, of course, Scarpetta discovers her own past somehow connects her to this killer.
Naturally. It wouldn't be Scarpetta if she wasn't personally tangled up in it, putting her own life on the line. Sounds intense.
For sure. Especially timely, maybe, with that Scarpetta streaming series starring Nicole Kidman and Jamie Lee Curtis apparently in the works. Good time to jump back into the series.
Absolutely. Great way to finish the list. That was a lot of books.
It was, from Cozy Cats to killer holograms and everything in between.
A fantastic range today.
Well, thanks for joining us today. And remember, if you want to download any of the books we've mentioned today for free from Amazon, visit us at bookcheapskate.com, and you'll have all the links right there. But do it now. These books are free today, but might be back to full price tomorrow. Also, along with those freebies, the site has a ton of specials on deeply discounted Kindle books, and also a heads up on the best new releases. Every morning, it's all brand new. Cass will do it again tomorrow.
Sounds great, Steve. Looking forward to it. Bye, everyone.
Until then, keep on opening new worlds with great books without opening your wallet. And whatever you do, remember this. When you read,
Your mind becomes its own kingdom.